quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown.
Richardson looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him. Cowboys, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And he is in. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Draymond Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Richardson back to throw it. It's completed to Caldwell. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the
advantage, had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now it's Hines, who evades the tackler, and now some space. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On 1st down, Rutledge. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Up the middle they go. McMullen, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Off the play fake. Rutledge. They'll roll him out right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Looking to throw. Rutledge. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And his kick here is good.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Let's go.
Play action. Now Richardson. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Boy, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular.
And bulldozing his way through. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. 1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Osa Odighizuwa
busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And some room to maneuver.
He may go.
And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
70.
Richardson.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Come on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now Richardson.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Taken right around the 44.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rutledge over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Scott, ready? Ready, go.
17-0 our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Ready.
They run with Hines. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Cowboys.
Operating from the gun. Rutledge.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. Rutledge. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I know sometimes we...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Okay.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. McMullen, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Rutledge.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To throw on 3rd down. Rutledge. This is caught.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Here we go.
Hines is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the route is on here in this first half.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Richardson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Come on.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Get it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And I can see why they're ranked 4th in the NFL against the run. I mean, they are tough to move the ball against. I mean, they have a little bit of everything, right? Run stoppers inside, guys who can make plays.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Richardson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
And now a stoppage. Looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Second down and a yard.
Off play action. Rutledge. And Bolden brings it in, complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This is 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Rutledge.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Second down, here's Richardson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Richardson to the air on first down.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
On third down, here's Richardson.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake, but he will not come anywhere close to the first down marker, and that gives us a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. McMullen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On 1st and 10, Rutledge. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 2nd down now, McMullen. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, Rutledge.
That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
19 tight.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
They start the drive here with Gainwell.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now Richardson, and an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
On 1st down, McMullen. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
107 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. And I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt.
On 2nd down, McMullen, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Throwing on 1st down, Rutledge. And it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
Down to the 10.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw again, Rutledge. He finds Bolden. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll run on 1st down. McMullen, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Thomas has it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, McMullen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
And the Colts now, they're ready to get
Runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Okay, break.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go.
And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And Richardson back to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Richardson.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Off play action, Richardson.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Ready up.
Now it's Richardson.
And he's got his man on the out route. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here Richardson yet again.
Touchdown, Colts!
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
14.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And out now come the Cowboys.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll check this down to Hines.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Hines. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
2nd down and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. This is Hines. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
55 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Cowboys start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Micah Parsons
showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Richardson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
On the draw, Gainwell.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Richardson off the play fake.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
135 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. McMullen, and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.